Hi, everyone. I hope you're having a good evening. I thought I'd take a minute and talk about the social policy paper. Originally, it was due on October the 12th. I've extended that to October the 19th. Um, so the paper is divided into three parts. The first part is issues and facts. The second part is existing policies. And then you combine those and you create a policy proposal that will improve or in some way change the policy for the better. So, the issues and facts. This is just groundwork. That's all you're doing. Like you are discussing the basic facts regarding your topic. You can see that right here. That's the first part of your paper. You want to talk about what is known about the topic and what is unknown. And then you want to talk about who it affects. And then I'd really like for you to consider in depth what are the costs. And I'm not just talking about financial costs, I'm talking about the emotional toll that a policy takes or um, the stress that is induced on families. Um, and then, uh, what are the theories of causation? Basically, is there a theoretical underpinning to the phenomenon that we're seeing right now? Um, what's the theoretical underpinning for the immigration policy that our government is working with right now? Um, you know, uh, you can look at rational choice theory, which is, when we're given all of the information, we are supposed to, as thinking humans, make a rational choice. Um, so you could say that a lot of folks in this country don't have all of the information related to specific theories or related to specific issues. And then the last one is what are the theoretical explanations and approaches for understanding the issue? Um, I think that's pretty self explanatory. You can use reputable news sources, websites. You can also use advocacy materials, but you must also use at least three scholarly sources to support the facts that you have. And a scholarly source is a peer reviewed journal. Um, I encourage you, if you don't know what a peer reviewed journal is, to go to the library. If you took my Intro to Social Work class, you should be familiar with that. The paper should be 4 to 6 pages long. Okay. So then on 11.9, you're going to take that same topic. All of these have to be written on the same topic. On 11.2, you're going to talk about the existing policies. You're going to describe in detail the most important existing social policies addressing your particular topic. You're going to begin with the birth. So you can think of this as a timeline, is what you're creating. Like, when was it originally enacted, and what changes have happened to bring us to where we are today? Um, and also be sure that you talk about if those changes have changed the goal of the policy. A policy oftentimes starts out with a particular goal, and because of addendums and other additions to it, it ends up actually um, doing something else. Uh, talk about who is covered by the policy, describe the funding streams, meaning where does the money come from for this particular policy. Talk about how it was implemented and how are services under the policy delivered and how effective do these services seem to be in addressing the issue. You only need one peer-reviewed journal for this. You can use, again, whatever other information that you find. Just make sure that you cite it. And this paper should be 4 to 6 pages long. Okay, so on 12/13, the final paper is due. And all this is oftentimes confusing for students, but all this is a summary of your first 2 papers that creates a proposal. So you've laid all of the groundwork, and you're going to take that information and you're going to say, this is what we've done, this is who it affects, but this is a better way that we could address these particular issues. That's the part where you propose a change for the better in the policy. You'll talk about the background and justification for your proposal. And most of this material is going to come from your other 2 papers that you've written. Discuss the changes that you've called for. You may choose to support a policy proposal currently being developed by an advocacy organization or social service agency, but it has to be related to your topic. All of these have to be on the same topic. This paper should be 6 to 8 pages long. I welcome any questions that you have. Please feel free to reach out and talk to me about it, but it's really very straightforward. You do the things that are listed here, each little bullet point, and then you do the sources that you should do, and you spell check it, and you cite your sources, and you'll get full points for it. Let me know if there's anything I can help you with. Have a good evening.